guys, and welcome to the vlog. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair, but I'm doing a weekend reading vlog. This is kind of a predecessor to Vlogmas, which will be a lot of fun. So I'm about to go live on Twitch. I'm going to do like a shop with me and then play Fortnite. Totally forgot what oh yeah, I remember. So we kind of have my Thanksgiving setting. So these pillows I had in October, but we have my turkey Build-A-Bear. If you're wondering why he's like an aviator gear, because on the WKRP Cincinnati, like a character says something about turkeys flying. I don't know. I've never seen the show, but my dad makes that joke a lot. So that's why he's in that kind of gear. Then we just have this pillow that says gather. Then these pillowcases were too small for my pillows, so I didn't really have another pillow to put this on. And it just says home with a pumpkin. But we are going to probably be putting up some Christmas stuff this weekend because it looks like Target has the tree I want in stock, because as I did move rooms, I do want a Christmas tree for this room, and I have these nice windows here, so I think it will look nice being in front of those windows. It's a 4.5 foot tree, which is exactly the perfect size that I wanted, but it was not in stock on Tuesday, or at least not on the shelf. But the website says it is in stock now, so my dad is going to go by there on his way home from work and see if they have it. But I will show you all some of the Christmas stuff I got in Calabash this weekend. So I got the Grinch. I love the Grinch. This is a nutcracker, and this I did spend quite a bit of money at, like $80 on this, but it's something that I have been wanting since the summer. I saw these Grinch knickknacks on Reddit at the same store, which is St. Knickknacks in Calabash, North Carolina. I got this little cute fat reindeer. I just thought he was, and it's a jelly cat, which is their popular plush, and I just thought he was so cute. And then my dad picked out this little fox, and look at its tail. It's like a squirrel tail. And so I just have this, and I have been listening to the Christmas album that I have, and I've shown in one of my Instagram and Facebook hauls. So be sure to follow my pages on Instagram and Facebook. The links are down below. So those are some little Christmas decorations I have out right now. But if I get this tree, I will definitely be putting it out. They had it, and my dad said they had a lot of trees out now, so if you're going to get a tree, now is the time. So this is the one I got in box number 24. It is the Virginia Pine lit tree. It's 4.5 feet tall. It's pre-lit with the mini lights, clear lights, so all of that info. So that for, I don't know how much stuff you'll need to know, but I am going to be setting this up sometime today. Super excited because I've been wanting it. I'm going to put it in this corner over here, and that's where I'm going to have my tree. And I know not to plug it into one of those start fires if you plug Christmas trees into them. I don't know why, but I do have an outlet back there. So behind my desk there is an outlet, which is where I will be plugging in the lights. I'm really, really excited. Alright, so now I am outside. I'm currently reading The Poppy War. I'm about 40-something% of the way in. I'm on chapter 11. As you can see, I am in part 2 now, and I've only read one chapter in part 2, but it was so much better than part 1. So I am feeling better about this book, because this basically whole part I was like, this book must be overhyped. There's nothing wrong with it, but I'm just not connecting. I'm not feeling that 4 or 5 star vibe. But getting into part 2, I think I'm going to enjoy more. And also part 1 reminded me a lot of Name of the Wind, and I did not enjoy Name of the Wind. It was just an average book. So I'm going to read to chapter 15 today, and I am following along with the audiobook. So that is what I'm going to do for the next hour. Alright, so our first chapter of the vlog is done. So it went from 237 to 254. So we've read about almost 20 pages. And I think that's probably the shortest chapter of the book. But the wind is so bad, it literally flew open a hardback. I've never seen that happen. And I am cold because I am in the shade, and I usually have a hoodie on when I'm out here, but I was like, the computer says it's 76 degrees, I'm not gonna wear my hoodie. But yes, chapter 11 was amazing. So right now the pace is picking up a ton, and I am enjoying it a lot more. We're in like the soldier part of this. And yes, there's a bug crawling. So our next chapter goes from 55 to 68. So what is that? 13 pages, not bad. We're gonna turn the audiobook on. I'm gonna have it at the 2.3 speed. And between chapters, I am watching one of Riley Murray's vlogs, a 24-hour readathon. So I think this is kind of gonna be a 24-hour readathon, to be honest, but not counting the time that I sleep, because I wouldn't comprehend anything I'm reading if I didn't sleep. All right, so I just finished my reading. So I read, and a bug literally just landed on me. Okay, so I am on page 269 now. So I read about 32 pages just in this sitting, which was 2 chapters. I'm on chapter 13 now. And I think this is going to be a book where we don't realize how much these characters mean to us till stuff starts happening to them. This has happened in the chapter before this one, but I forgot to mention it. So like the Themis Files, I think this is going to be similar. And yes, so I am just going to finish that vlog I was watching, still going to chill out here. And then I will get back to reading at 6. So I actually have really no idea how to open this. I don't know which is the top. So I'm just gonna go this way. Okay, there's the tape. I know, with it being so warm today, this feels wrong, but I can't help that global warming is a thing. I saw on my Facebook on this day like 7 or 8 years ago, I don't remember, it was snowing. It was just flurries, but still. Obviously it has to be below freezing for it to snow. But obviously we are not having snow today, which is sad. Okay. That did like absolutely nothing. Y'all, I think opening this box is going to be the hardest part of putting the tree together. Let's see here. Okay. Maybe like that, because I know you're like supposed to keep these boxes to put it in. After you're done using it. So, okay. We got that open, and I can see my tree. There she is. There she goes. Okay. Whoa, it's like all put together already, basically. There's just one little part that I have to hook on. So I guess this goes near the top. Okay, yeah, it's only 2 parts. This is like a shock to me because the last Christmas tree I bought was like 7 feet, which is our main tree in the house. But that won't go up till Black Friday. So there we go. Literally, this is the easiest tree I've ever had to assemble. Like, I didn't really have to look at these. They have some extra lights if your lights go out on it. I mean, obviously I do have to like get the branches and all out, but that is not difficult at all. Now I'm like, how in the world do I do these? So I'll get back after I do this. They're not on here perfectly even, but literally y'all can see like it won't go in anymore. So I'm just gonna leave it at that and see, and hopefully it doesn't fall over, but I'm gonna stand it up and see what that looks like. and I just got back from driving around, so you can see it from the road, which is really nice. I have one ornament on it now. This tree, I think, is just going to be ornaments that are like personal things, like for me. Like this is a let me see if you can see it on here. Yeah, a Toronto Maple Leafs one, and obviously not my whole family. I'm the only Maple Leafs fan, or Leafs fan, so that doesn't apply to the main tree. The main tree, I think I'm going to do just very Christmas things. Like this was very debatable since it is Santa. Metallica just chilling right there. Yeah, this stuff I do need to move. My PlayStation's not going to stay on there on top of my modem. Magazines will go with the rest of my magazines. And this is a Santa Claus knick-knack that will go out in the office room once we get closer. So I only have one ornament here now, but I will definitely be adding more of my more personal ones, like my sports ones, things that have to do with my hobbies and all that. So there are 3 trees that are decorated. This one, our big one, and then one that I don't know what room I'm going to put it in yet. I could put it in the room I film in, or I could put it in the room I had it in last year, which is, again, that like office space. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet, but Fred is here. He's just that void over there. People always call black cats voids, and I think it's kind of weird. But it's going to look a lot like Christmas. Yeah, all this Christmas music. If you're wondering what my favorite Christmas song is, it's just called Christmas by Darlene Love. When I was at the Christmas store last weekend, I heard a version of a man singing it, and I just think that, like, I don't know, I don't think a man's voice is fitting for that song. So there's a Mariah Carey version as well, but I prefer the Darlene Love version. And yeah, rocking around the Christmas tree is another favorite. And then All I Want for Christmas Is You is a favorite. Then this is going to look a lot like Christmas. Yeah, maybe I should just make a whole playlist for you guys. If you guys would like that, let me know. My Spotify is linked down below if you guys would like to check out my playlist, and that's in the description box. But it's 5:51, so I'm going to start reading here very shortly. Okay, so I just finished reading for the 6 o'clock hour. I read 2 chapters, and so I have one more chapter tonight to read, and I'll do that at night. I'm on chapter 15, which is page 323, so I've read almost 90 pages today, so let's just say 85 pages, and I have to get to 336, so not that much left. I do want to talk about the other book I have on my TBR at home, but know how many months apart these parts of the book were written, because like part 1 was very slow, as I said, very Name of the Wind-esque. Get to part 2, it's amazing. The writing has improved, the atmosphere has improved, just everything, the plot, pacing, everything so much better. And I'm like, there's no way that R.F. Kuang wrote these like back to back. Like, I feel like there were months apart, just as somebody whose writing has changed personally from, you can see in what I was doing for NaNoWriMo. The first part I had actually started in July, and then the rest I was doing for NaNoWriMo. So you can see how much a writing style can change. So I'm really curious about that. And then about the history that inspired this book. With every fantasy book, I'm always so fascinated. But if you liked Priory of the Orange Tree, I think you would like The Poppy War. That's what this part is reminding me of. We're really out with shamans and all of that, which I think is very fascinating. So I am really enjoying this, and it has been moved up to a 4-star. So the other book, once I get done reading that today, I am going to start Wild, From Lost to Found on the Pacific Crest Trail by Cheryl Strayed. This is for Nonfiction November. This is about a woman, the author, who she goes through a lot of bad stuff in her life, like her mom dies and her marriage falls apart and all of that. So she decides to go on a hike up from the Mojave Desert all the way to Mount Hood, which is in Washington State. So basically the whole West Coast from Southern California to the Oregon-Washington border, and just how that changed her as a person and all of that. And I think it should be interesting. I did buy this month, but it's been on my TBR a long time. So that's what I'm going to read after The Poppy War, which I'm gonna be reading them at the same time, but you know, I'm going to, after I finish The Poppy War for the night, probably start Wild by Cheryl Strayed. grits and ate them. Wasn't a huge fan. I think it was the kind of grits that it was. It was like yellow, and I've never had yellow grits before, even though grits come from corn, so like, why is it not always yellow? I don't know, but it was food and I was hungry, so it got the job done. And I don't like the way it smelled, and I've never made grits on stovetop before. I've only done it in a microwave or had it from a restaurant. So that was all a new experience, but supporting local farmers and all that is a good thing. So it's 8:02. I'm gonna make cookies at 8:30, Christmas cookies, because it's the kind the store has. And excuse me, because as I said, I was just eating my dinner. So I put ham and cheese and butter and salt. That's what I put in it. I did not have milk because I don't drink milk. I think milk's weird and I don't drink it. And then I didn't have shrimp because there's currently a recall on frozen shrimp for like listeria or something, so I didn't buy any because I didn't want to risk it, because I wasn't even sure what companies had listeria and all that. And yeah, again, didn't want to risk it. So, and I didn't have bacon either, but I've never had bacon in it before, so I just did ham, cheese, salt, and butter. Again, it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best thing. Like, it was a 3-star. So I don't know if I'm gonna play. No, I think I'm gonna watch some booktube right now, and then I'll play Fortnite at 9 and listen to my audiobook while I do that. Alright, so I am done with the Poppy Wars for the day. I got to page 336. So that's chapter 16, or 337 actually. So I read exactly 100 pages today from the Poppy Wars. So I'm just gonna put my bookmark in, and I should finish the book on Tuesday. So 16 should take us to 21. So we'll read the basically rest of part 2, which this is, as I said, really good. So 337 is what we got to. Let me put that in on Goodreads. It is 63% of the way through. And yeah, I'm so happy that this book got a lot better than it was in the first part, because I guess I just don't like school settings, because I didn't like The Secret History, so I'm like, I probably don't like Dark Academia. I didn't like Name of the Wind. I didn't like the first part of this, The Academy. So maybe it's the schools that I don't like. I didn't personally like school that much. At least I didn't like high school. I liked everything before that, but yes. So I can put my iPad away now because that is done. So that was, again, 100 pages read. So let me put that down here. I'm gonna take my bath just to have some time to decompress, brush my teeth, do bath bomb, and wash my face and all that. Then I will start Wild by Cheryl Strayed. I finally get to start this. I finally get to get into nonfiction November, so I will keep y'all updated with that, and I'll read it throughout the weekend, and we'll see how much I get paid. So I just finished the prologue and first chapter of Wild. I'm on page 28, which I did want to read about 30 pages. Oh my gosh, that first chapter almost made me cry. So yeah, trigger warnings for cancer and death, health, anxiety. Probably not a good idea, but cancer is not a trigger for me, so it didn't mess with me too bad. But before my bath, I got like a wave of anxiety. Just wait for like, my bathroom is always the room where anxiety just hits. I don't know why. So reading is a good distraction, and cats are as well, because Fred was laying on me and it was very nice. So yeah, as I said, I read 28 pages, so I don't know if I'll read any more tonight. It is currently 10:18. The next chapter is only 10 pages, and the one after that is only 9, so I think I'll go ahead and read those chapters and then catch up with y'all later. Alright, so I'm on page 45. I finished part 1 of the book, and I am really enjoying this. I feel like the writer is very relatable, and just for people who write nonfiction, I don't know if this is considered a memoir or what. Oh yeah, it says biography on the back. How they can just tell the world all this stuff is crazy to me, like all this very personal stuff, but I guess it is kind of like just letting it out, and that can be refreshing, I guess, in a way. it just amazes me. And thinking, and also this is bringing me back to when I went hiking in the Olympic National Park, even though I only went like 6 miles in total and not 1,000, but very beautiful, the West Coast, and I do recommend going to that national park, even though that does not play a part of this book. But yeah, so I am at 14%. So in total today I read 145 pages, which to me is really good. Scott beat my record of the week. The day I read the most this week was Tuesday. I read 148 pages, and that was, yeah, that was the day I finished 2 books in a day, Mexican Gothic and Only Human. So 145, still good. And I am enjoying both books that I'm reading, so do recommend both. Again, I'm only 14% the way of this, so hopefully it stays good. This one I am, what was it, like 60 something percent, and enjoying. It did have a slow start, but it is way better now, and I probably will continue the series. It's sitting at a 4-star right now. So that is my update for Friday. So we've done 4 hours, so 20 more hours of reading, which I don't think that will actually happen. I don't know if I'll actually do 24, but still. That's all for Friday, and I'll see you. I'm dressed and ready to go to Hobby Lobby just to get some like Christmas decor and all that fun stuff. I haven't been to this store in literally years. Even pre-pandemic, I had gone in the fall and it was like, I'll come back when it's Christmas time, and I never did. So we're going back to Hobby Lobby. I probably even vlogged the last time I was there in an old Vlogtober episode, so definitely go check out the Vlogtober playlist from like 2018, 2019, and you might see it. So we're here in Maple Leaf, Dodger, Maryland gear, so I'm gonna vlog on my phone because I don't know what their policies are for filming. I didn't think to email them and ask or anything, so I'm just gonna do it on my phone and catch up with y'all later. Yeah, everyone in the world is here. Yeah, so let's have fun. Guys, there are people here on every single aisle. So I'm not gonna buy anything today. We're just kind of doing a scouting report and come back on Monday, which I'll still be vlogging on Monday, so it's fine, but it's like insane, the numbers of people here. It's wild. But yeah, lots of stuff. I can't even like show you because I don't want to show people. Okay. I'm sorry if it's fast or anything. Oh, look at these guys. I guess they're cookie jars, maybe? Yeah, Christmas party and tableware. Like a Viking Santa. To be in his real Nordic origins. I know he's Turkish, but y'all know what I mean. There's like some version where it's like a, hey, look at the mid-century modern gear. And that's mid-century, we love it. Cute. So these are like for villagers, the little trees and all. Polar bears. These are like stickers. A snowman you can make. Okay, and then this stuff's not Christmas, but yeah. Now they have some Funkos. Would you call that a success or failure?
Success.
Okay. We looked in Ashley Home Store. I thought it was Ashley Furniture, but it's not. I didn't really like that store. Plus, other stuff is very basic farmhouse, and that's not what I like. I want basically Urban Outfitters home. That's like how I want my house. And it was just very dark in there, and I don't know, it freaked me out. I didn't like it. Hobby Lobby, the whole city was there, so that was kind of stressful. I can't really vlog that much because I don't want people in my vlog because I don't want to get sued. So that was that, but we will go back there Monday and hopefully it won't be like that. So we were going to get barbecue as one does, and the place is closed until the day before Thanksgiving for remodeling. we don't know if they've ever remodeled in their like over 50 years of business. So this is awkward. Today's just not going our way. So here's what I ended up getting. A grilled cheese because I only gave me like half of the fries. And they gave my dad a hot dog with everything on it, when that's not what he asked for. That's just American fast food today. Honestly, this is not what I had plans to eat today, but I'll eat it. Okay guys, so it's almost 6 o'clock. I will start reading Wild. I'm starting tonight on page 45 on part 2 of the book. So we're going to do that. We're going to read that today. I do need to turn on the Christmas tree and open the blinds so people driving by can see and all of that. I do have Fred in here with me because he's kind of stuck to a blanket. He's my reading buddy. He's nice and warm too. So I did see one of my Goodreads friends has read this and I think they gave it a 4 stars, so that makes me pretty confident. I am enjoying it so far, so Nonfiction November is going well for me, even if I'm only 14% of a book into it. So I'm gonna get reading and then update y'all later. All right, so I just got done reading. I'm on page 102, so I read about 55 pages, which is a lot for one sitting. I usually only read about 30 pages in a sitting. So I'm just gonna put all that into Goodreads. So I can definitely see how the reviews were saying sometimes she goes on tangents about her life before the hike and how that just kind of takes away from the story that we're actually being given. That's only happened about every other chapter now, and yeah, those parts do drag, but they haven't really annoyed me. I haven't thought they're bad. This is still around like a 4.5 right now, and let me just put this into Goodreads and then I'll get more into what I'm thinking. So I'm at 32%. Let me show you what that looks like. 32%. So this is like something I would want to do, but a quote from the book of a guy who gave her a ride. He said he's a free spirit, but like doesn't have the guts to be free, and I can relate to that so much. Like sometimes I just want to go and walk through the woods. I see, obviously that's unrealistic because I don't want to trespass, and then hunting's a really big thing here and I don't want to get shot. But like that's like in Red Dead Redemption and really any open world game. I love just exploring. That's like one of my favorite things. Like just imagine being in like America before, you know, there were a ton of people here, like in the 1700s, and just exploring. It'd be amazing. Even though there are those threats of wildlife and all that, which we have seen. Animals she's come across, and trees with spikes. I don't know. We don't have Joshua trees, so I can't tell you what's on them. So yes, I have enjoyed it. And as I said, I read 55 pages, and that was about an hour and 22 minutes according to the ambience room. That's how long I had it playing. And you can see the ambience rooms I use on my Instagram, on my Bookstagram. So be sure to check out my Bookstagram. I'll leave a link down below in the pinned comment if you guys would like to follow me there. But I'm going to eat some dinner and then probably get back to reading. I may watch some booktube and then get back to reading. Right, let's get into hour 7. So hour 6 is over and it is 9:27 now because I did eat after I finished reading. So I'm at 46% now, and I have read over 100 pages a day, 101, and that's sitting. I read 45 pages, so I'm currently on chapter 10. As I said, page 146, and I totally forgot to mention some of the trigger warnings from the chapters of today. So if you think trigger warnings are spoilers, just skip ahead like 20 seconds. So trigger warnings for child abuse, drug abuse, and abortion. So if you don't want to read about those things, I wouldn't pick it up. The drug use is probably the most prevalent out of all those. So yes, I am still enjoying this, and it's just, I have such a vivid image in my mind, even though I have no idea what this part of California looks like. We're up in the Truckee, I've never heard of Sierra City, but that part of California, which I've never been. If you're wondering where I've been in California, I've driven basically the whole 5 from Oregon to Mexico. I've driven the 10 from LA to Arizona. No, I didn't. I drove the 10 to Palm Springs, and then I drove from like LA to Vegas to Flagstaff. So I don't know what interstate that is. I think that's 15 maybe. And I've driven PCH from San Francisco to LA. So, and then I've driven it from Anaheim to San Diego. So yep, I've done a lot of California stuff in my time, but I've never been to like Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, never, Fresno, all that kind of stuff, never been. But it is somewhere where I really want to go. I've flown over it, so that's my only real flying from San Francisco to North Carolina, like both ways, is the only idea of what I have, what these mountains look like and all that, the Sierra Nevada. So I cannot wait to like Google all this stuff after. There is a map, so like that's been very helpful, but I can't wait to Google all this stuff. And then for these parts, Oregon and Washington, I've driven the 5, and then in Washington I've been on the 101 over there, and then I've driven like 90 like to Seattle, and then I've been up here to Vancouver. But yes, so I am going to do my nighttime routine, which is brush my teeth, then do my skincare, which is that thing, the roller thing, and then get a bath. And then I don't know if I'll read more today. I've read over 100 pages, so I feel content with that, but I feel like I should finish this part of the book. I'm currently on the last chapter of part 3, so it's like 29 pages. So I'll probably do it just because that'll just be satisfying, but I'll catch up with y'all later. Okay, so that is a wrap for Saturday. I read 130 pages. So yes, the tangents of her life pre-trail are getting a bit lengthy, but I think they do tie in nicely with the prologue, having read the prologue and then relating these tangents back to that. And I just had like an epiphany of like, oh my gosh, that's why she wants to go to this one place. Like, oh my gosh. So we'll see if I'm right on that. So yeah, I think the tangents are a bit lengthy, but I do think they're important to the story, so maybe they should have just been diced down a little bit. But yes, 130 pages read, so I don't even know how many pages this book is. Where is the table of contents? So 313, so I mean, we could finish this book tomorrow. I do think it definitely could happen, but who knows? It would be nice, because I do feel like I am behind with nonfiction November, even though we're only like, what, not even 2 weeks into the month yet. Well, tomorrow will be 2 weeks, but still. I'm glad that I am enjoying this and that it's going to be a 4-star on Goodreads. Sunday, so I'm just going to open this package from Victoria's Secret. It's some leggings. So I've been wearing leggings all week, but they're like a dry fit material, and I'm not a huge fan of dry fit. Like, I'm fine wearing it, but when my hands touch it, it just makes my skin curl. I don't know, it's sensory stuff, I guess. And so I won't like soft ones like yoga pants material. So we'll see if these are, ooh, they don't look like they will be. But I'll wear them anyway because I need clothes to wear. These are like $50, which I think that's a bit of a ripoff, to be honest. Yeah, I would say that's still more of a dry fit. I don't know. I got a size 2 for those curious. This is better than the material I'm wearing right now, which is from the NHL store. I mean, hopefully, since these were like $25 more expensive. So I'm just gonna put these on. And it's currently like 3 something. I have no idea what time it is. I'm going to make little Hebrew National pig in the blankets. I don't know what they're actually called, but they're pig in the blankets. So I'm gonna make those. I went to Walmart, which I went to a small Walmart, not a super Walmart, to see if they had the Pillsbury gingerbread cookies, because Target does not carry those, but I do know Walmart's do. That one didn't have any, but again, that is a very small Walmart in a small town. So one day, maybe I'll go to my Walmart, which we have 2 super Walmarts, 1 neighborhood Walmart. So my town does have quite a few Walmarts to try it out. So Walmart's is a whole different ballgame for me because I'm a Target shopper. I live closer to Target, so it's easier to go to, and it's just a very different atmosphere, especially probably on weekends. I never go to Target on weekends, so I don't know what they're like on weekends, but Walmart on weekends is crazy. So yes, so I'm gonna eat and I will update y'all when I get ready. We are about to go into our 8th reading hour. I'm on page 175, and this book has, it was like 312 pages, so I definitely do think I can finish this book today, but if I don't, it is okay because it's not, this isn't on my official TBR, so it's not like I have to finish it this month, but I will finish it this month most likely. So yes, I'm starting on page 175 and we'll just read until I can't read anymore basically. It's a little after 5, so or a little before 6, but it's like 5:58. I can see Venus right there. I'm pretty sure that's Venus. Yeah, usually at this time it's Venus, and then gradually Saturn will come over. So it's really nice watching the planets. Earlier this week, they were all in a straight line. Jupiter, Saturn, the moon, and Venus. Very cool. So I do recommend looking at pictures of that if you didn't get to see in person. But I am wearing my new leggings. At first they were extremely tight and I was like, oh my gosh, I must have got the wrong size. But now that it's been a few hours, I am a lot more comfortable in them. So they are comfortable and I do like them. But I am going to get to reading and I will update y'all around 7 o'clock. Hour 8 is over. I am on page 222, 222. That was my library number in elementary school, so kind of cool. It's 7:09, so I read about 40 something pages then. So let's see what percent I am at. I'm at 70%, so that is great. Here's what that looks like. I think this is going to be a 4.5 star, which will be a 5 star in Goodreads. So that is really good. This is the best nonfiction I might have read all year. I really have to think of what other nonfiction I've read this year, but definitely the best I've read recently, and I am really enjoying it. The only thing is those tangents do get long, and I think they should have been diced down. So what am I gonna do now? I am going to get my makeup ready for the look that I'm going to be doing tomorrow, because I'm going to be doing a get ready with me on my Twitch link down below. I do that Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I just need to get all my makeup together because I'll be the makeup I wear like all week, the makeup I use all week. So just need to get that all in my bag to bring into here. And that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to eat some dinner after that and then get back to reading. All right, so let's get into hour 9. It is 8 o'clock exactly. I'm kind of scared right now because I was on the High Strangeness Reddit and I was there for aliens, ancient aliens, that kind of stuff. You know, basically the Themis Files, and saw stuff about ghosts, and ghosts is, I don't mess with that. Sorry, God, put your blood around this room and protect me. Thanks. So I'm kind of freaked out, so hopefully the book will be a good distraction. So again, I am on page 222, so I'm going to read this, and at 8:30 I am going to make cookies, but obviously I will be reading this while they bake. So let's get to reading. Alright, hour 9's over. I read 40 pages then. We had a very long chapter, which is fine, because Ashland, Oregon seems like the most ideal place for me. Like, okay, this like Northern California and this north of San Francisco, and like then this bottom part of Oregon just sounds amazing, and I'm like, can I go back please and like spend time there? So yes, so I did eat a little bit, so it is currently 9:12, so I'm done eating for the day. I don't know if I'm gonna read a little bit now because I do have to get a shower at 9:30. What is this cat doing? It looks like he's doing a split. So I'm on page 262, and that's 83% of the way of the book. So I have like 70 pages left, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I should just read now or watch some BookTube. Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch some BookTube, then take my shower and all of that, and then read afterwards, because I'll get it right around 10 o'clock. And I will catch up with y'all when I start. It's time to commence hour 10. Guys, these leggings were so hard to get on after my bath. I swear it was a workout. Like, it got the heart rate up. it was a workout all on its own. Workout word that gives you a workout. That sounds great. But yeah, so I am on page, I don't remember. But I think I have like 70 pages left. So it's not quite 10 o'clock yet. It's 9:49, but I'm just gonna start now because what else am I gonna do? So let's get back to reading. Oh my gosh. Just finished that hour. I'm not sure if that was hour 10 or 11. I cried again, and if you're wondering why I cried, it's the scenes of her just talking about losing her mother. There was a really early on when the mom was dying, and she like told the doctor that she could see all the animals she once loved in the room with her, and that just brings me so much comfort. Like, I don't know, because since I lost my dog of 14 and a half years, just thinking of that, it makes me emotional. I don't want to cry again. But yeah, so that just, and I've cried. I never cry reading, but this book has made me cry. If you can't tell, there are tears in my eyes right now. And then another thing I've just loved about this is meeting all these people along the way, meeting the people that Cheryl has met on the trail. They're just all such interesting characters, and they're all doing this for different reasons, and it's so interesting. But I do want to read just this little excerpt here. So this is at Crater Lake in Oregon, which I've never gone to, but I do really want to go to. So just, if you don't know what Crater Lake is, look that up right now. And then this paragraph is so beautifully written. I sat and for the rest of the afternoon staring at the lake. I still had 334 miles to hike before I reached the Bridge of the Gods, but something made me feel as if I had arrived. Like the blue water was telling me something I'd walked all this way to know. This was once Mazama, I kept reminding myself. This was once a mountain that stood nearly 12,000 feet tall and then had its heart removed. This was once a wasteland of lava and pumice and ash. This was once an empty bowl that took hundreds of years to fill. But hard as I tried, I couldn't see them in my mind's eyes. Not the mountain or the wasteland or the empty bowl. They simply were not there anymore. There was only the stillness and silence of that water. What a mountain and a wasteland and an empty bowl turned into after the healing began. And like, before she even like got to that last sentence, I was thinking the same thing. This was the biggest volcanic eruption ever in the Cascade region of America, with ash going all the way to Alberta, which is far from Oregon, and just how all that erupted and happened. But now we have this absolutely beautiful, beautiful lake, the deepest lake in North America and one of the deepest lakes in the world, and just the beauty of it. The water is so bright because it absorbs the colors from everything around. It absorbs the colors from all around it, and just thinking of that metaphor is just beautiful, comparing it to life and how we can go through all this rough stuff but turn out beautiful in the end, turn out happy in the end. It's just amazing. So I have 13 more pages, so obviously I'm going to go finish this for hour 11, 12, 13, I don't know what hour, but I'm going to finish this now, and you guys can check out my review. I will leave the link to my Goodreads review down below in the description, and I will see you guys on Monday. Guys, so it's Monday. I haven't gotten dressed yet, but I will be wearing some stuff from Fashion Nova. I know it's fast fashion, but I do buy fast fashion occasionally, especially when I have plans and all of that. But I do now really check the measurements of the clothing, and if a website doesn't have a size guide, I will not buy from them because I want what fits me best. So I'm trying on outfit. Basically, yeah, recently I've been trying out on outfits before I officially want to wear them, because that is something where I've made the mistake a ton of times where I will buy stuff online, won't try it on once I get it, and then wear it on vacation and be like, oh my gosh, these pants are massive. So with Fashion Nova, I've never had issues with things being too big. So hopefully that's not an issue, but I'm going to change into that in a little bit. But I guess I will open it for you guys. So this has come from Santa Fe Springs, California. No idea where that is. I have several things in here. But yeah, oh, this is more of a brown. I didn't realize that, but yeah, I'm gonna be wearing this top today, or it's a bodysuit, it has a collar and everything. And then, I don't know which pair of jeans I'll wear, but I did get 2 pairs of jeans. And then I got this jumpsuit, which I will probably wear this next week. I think this will be nice for Christmas pictures that I have planned. Then here's 1 pair of jeans that I got. And yeah, I got 2 different sizes of jeans just to see which size fits me better, because like waist I know, but then hips is where it's kind of awkward, because sometimes if it's a 36, because I'm like a 35.5 in hips, so it can be awkward going, should I get a 35, should I get a 36, like it's always awkward. So I got 2 pairs of jeans for that purpose, to see which fits me better. So those, and then oh, I got some earmuffs because I really needed some the other day, and these are just like really cheap $4 ones. So hopefully they'll keep my ears warm. And then yeah, these are the straight leg jeans, and I got a size 3 with these when the others were a size 1. Again, just to see which fits me better, and if one doesn't fit me well, I will first I'll try to sell it on my eBay, and if it doesn't sell there, I'll donate it. But that's what I got from Fashion Nova. I haven't ordered from them in forever because, again, I cut out fast fashion. But I do think it is fun to occasionally branch out and dress modern, because I dress vintage the majority of the time. But I have been trying new styles and new things. Just to see. Hey guys, these are the size 1. I just think these kind of style of jeans where they're not skinny jeans or bell bottoms just look weird on me. I don't know. So I'll just see. I hope y'all can actually see these. Like, I don't know. Like around the waist and all, it's fine, but just around the ankles, which y'all can't really see, like I think I look weird in them, and I feel like a guy would wanna get with me if I look like this. Obviously it'd be the face, he wouldn't want to get with me, but I'm joking around, so like don't like, you know. Yeah, I don't know, just around the ankles it feels kind of weird. So maybe if I had on like boots underneath them, it would feel tighter. But everything else is fine. Like the bodysuit, I think it's fine. And all of this, I'm thinking of wearing this to an athletic event whenever I get to go back to one. So, like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about these pants. Let me know. Because I definitely do not know. I'm going to keep them for the time being. So if you're interested, this is what they are. They're mom jeans. So that's, I just dropped that. But that's what they are. I don't know how I feel. Again, I just feel the baggy stuff around my ankles. I just don't like that feeling, even though I wear bell bottoms all the time. So I am going to keep them for the time being. But again, let me know if you think maybe, I don't know if there's a size down from this, but if I should size down, do you think I should? And yeah, so let me know your thoughts. Guys, so we had the insane Instagram model look. This is crazy to me. Like, it's just a lot to take in. But I am live on Twitch right now. So, yeah, if anybody wants to say hi. Yeah, oh, Fortnite, look what it did. Launch failed. We love that. We're back at Hobby Lobby, everybody. Alright, so as y'all saw, we got to go back to Hobby Lobby with like no, well, there were still a lot of people there, but nowhere like the other day. So I'll do the bag where the stuff isn't wrapped up first. So we got several things. I got this little, I don't know if he's a moose or a reindeer or what, but I like moose and I like reindeer. And you sit him up. I think I'll put him on my bookshelf in the background of my videos. His little feet are so cute. So I don't know if this is a moose or a reindeer, but we have him, and these legs are like such ASMR. Then we know I love farm animals. So this is a little lamb. And I love the way it feels. Yeah, I could definitely do an ASMR video with these. I might do that. And then we have a little piggy. It's a little pig, it's so cute. And then this is what my dad got. He got a little cardinal with some deck the halls of bells of holly, that with holly around them. So I'm gonna film an ASMR video really quickly, and then I'll show y'all the stuff that I have that's wrapped up. So let me show y'all the like breakable stuff I got. So I've been wanting these mid-century modern deer forever. So I got a little pink one. Yeah, I saw them at Target last year, and then I stopped going to Target before I could buy them because COVID. So then we have a little blue or green aqua kind of colored deer. Yeah, this was, it says nostalgia decor. We love it. And then the last, or no, I have 2 more. Okay, so this, I really wanted a Santa mug, and this is like a really, really big one. So this is the Sleigh Bell Bistro set, and just, I've been wanting one of these ever since I saw one online. And then this little cute one. I have no idea what you would use a mug this small for, but I thought it was too cute to pass up. And then Jolly Ranchers, because I love Jolly Ranchers. They're my favorite candy. I do not need these, but I just had to get them. So I am late, but I am going to get back to reading The Poppy War. I'm on chapter 16. I didn't get my 3 o'clock reading hour, and so I'm going to do it here for the 5 o'clock hour. And I am starting on page, let's write it all down. Start page. And I think today is not a ton of reading that I have to do. I think this is actually going to be my least amount of pages read for this book. 337. Again, I'm doing the audiobook. Hopefully Fortnite will work on my computer because it was not working earlier. It was said it was running, but it wasn't. So I don't know. So I'm going to just play some video games while I listen and all of that. All right, so that hour is finished. So I read 31 pages, and that was 2 chapters, and I want to read 5 chapters today. So we had the chime, I guess is how you say it. That's basically Pennywise. So I'm wondering, is a chime something that is really a thing in Chinese mythology, or is it just the mythology of the book? Because I'd be interested to see if Stephen King took inspiration from that, if it is a part of Chinese mythology. So that was very interesting, very, I don't want to say scary, but it was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. And then there's a character here who we think is a good guy, but I think he's slowly turning into something evil, and that's one of my favorite tropes, is going from hero to villain. Love it. That's why the Star Wars prequels are my favorite. Shout out to Anakin. Okay, and then another thing is, I think one of the main themes in this story is what war can do to a person, showing that as an example of how I think this person's going from good to evil, or bad. And I like that we're having some morally gray characters. And another thing, I read in a review from one of my Goodreads friends that Rin isn't a likable character, but I care for her a lot. I don't want anything to happen to her, but I don't necessarily like her. So this one is fun, reading from a character that you don't necessarily like, that I don't think she was written to be likable. And then we love the female wanting power. We love that trope. So I'm gonna go right into hour 13, I think. With chapter 18, so this is page 369, and I will check in with y'all after I read that. Okay guys, that last chapter of section 2 part 2, the dialogue was amazing with Alton, and just the darkness of the overall chapter. I loved it. Villains are always my favorite, which I wouldn't say that's, everybody's morally gray here, which is great, because so many books I've read recently, it's just the characters are very bland, like Mexican Gothic being the main one. I'm like, nobody here's, like, it's all, they're either good or evil. So I am on page 409 to end the day with the Poppy War. So that puts me at 77%, and I should finish the book tomorrow. Now I have to find a nonfiction book to read. Like, I'm really intrigued by House of Gucci, but I'm like, do I really want to read it before the movie? Like, should I read that before the movie? So I'm not going to start that today because I want to see what you guys think. Should I read House of Gucci before the movie comes out, or should I read it after I see the movie? I don't know. So I don't know how many pages I read just then, like 70 something. So I do need to find a nonfiction to read because it is Nonfiction November, so that is what I'm focusing on. Like last month it was really horror that I was focusing on, but for November it is nonfiction. So I may read Hadrian's Wall since it is a really short one, and then I have one on Brunelleschi's Dome, which is in Florence, Italy. Those are my two short ones, but I don't know. I feel like I should just do Hadrian's Wall since I'm thinking about it. So we will see at 9 o'clock. So I am going to pick up Hadrian's Wall by Adrian Goldsworthy. This is really short. I got on Book Outlet like a really long time ago. Yeah, it's less than 200 pages. So let's see exactly. 141 pages. So I could literally read this in a day if I wanted to. I'm not going to do that, but there are so many nonfictions I want to read, but a lot of them are over 500 pages, and I don't want to do that right now. And that's another thing with House of Gucci. It's over 500 pages. And then I decided, while just talking about the movie with my dad, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait till after, because the movie's main focus is a murder. So I want to go in not really knowing anything. So I'm going to pick up Hadrian's Wall. Oh, they have kind of matched. They're both like predominantly white books by covers with the black print. Yeah, so that's nice that they match. So that's going to be the nonfiction I read. I mean, it will probably take me 2 days to finish because I'm going to read, yeah, it's going to take me like 2 days, which will literally only be like 4 hours, but still. I'm going to start this in a little bit. I do want to take some time to chill, probably watch some booktube and all of that. I just had my dinner. Yeah, so for that hour, I read 29 pages. The first, what is that, 2 chapters? Yeah. Nothing impressive, to be honest. I feel like I'm just reading a Wikipedia article, which I read Wikipedia articles all the time. So like, it's not hating on it, but it's just very informative, very dry. And y'all are probably like, that's how all historical nonfiction is. No, it is not. Let's say one, since it is Nonfiction November, a historical nonfiction that I will recommend that I read this year is The Iron Kingdom, which is all about Prussia, which is super interesting. I did the audiobook for it, and I usually don't do audiobooks for nonfiction, but it was over 500, and about the rise and fall of Prussia. So super interesting, but this is just very dry. I mean, might DNF once I get to 25%, who knows. I'm currently at 15%, so maybe I'll just read half the book tonight. That will be like 3 more chapters, and I definitely can do that. So just like spit all over my face, cool. But I'm going to read, and then I will update y'all when I finish. Fred just crawled under this tree to get on the vent. Back there, this is something Fred and I do. Is in the winter we sit on the vent for the warm air. I was inspired by a cat to do this, and I was gonna get back there, but he beat me to it and it just went off anyway. But yeah, 43 degrees, it's freezing. Here he comes. There's a kitty under the tree. Whoa, that hair. So I got to 38%, which is page 73 and chapter 6. So I read quite a lot today at like 140 pages, excuse me. So I am proud of myself. I don't think I'm gonna DNF. I'm going to make my way through it because it is so short. So I'm just gonna continue it because it's not annoying me too bad or anything. It's giving me something to read. So I do wish, this is my biggest grievance, as I wish it focused more on what Britain was like at this time, Britannia, rather than what's happening in Rome, the politics of Rome. If I wanted to know about that, I'd read a book on Rome, not Hadrian's Wall, which is literally in England and Scotland. So that's that. I just wish it focused more on Britain. And I'm curious, okay, well, one, what language were they talking before the Romans got there? And while the Romans were there, how did the languages evolve from going from, I'm assuming, some kind of Gaelic language to, then I guess they spoke Latin, and then when the German invaders came and Danish invaders, it evolved to a Germanic language like we have today. So I don't know. My other question is Alfred the Great, so mind you, that is about 700 years after what I'm reading right now, is he descended from Romans?
I don't know, I'm fascinated. So that's the thing I love about nonfiction. It gives me so many questions to research, and that usually brings me to more books to read. So that is one of my favorite things about nonfiction. So look into doing nonfiction November. You learn a lot. But I learn a lot from fiction as well, but you know what I mean. So this is where I'm going to end the vlog. It is 9:30. So we did like 15 to 16 hours of reading, and I'm good with that. And I will put the stats and all in the pinned comment. We have a lot to put in the pinned comment. But yeah, so this is like a sneak peek at what Vlogmas will be like. I will be posting 2 vlogs a week, but they're going to be long vlogs like this, probably over 30-minute vlogs. So that will be in December. I'll post 2 vlogs a week every single week until Christmas. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, comment, rate, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell if you would like to be notified anytime I post a video or go live here on my channel. Thank you. Bye.